Thanks, Vandana. And thanks, Zara and Haley, for what you've shared. As Haley said at the beginning, my name is Courtney Poland. I'm the Family Law Services Coordinator at Rise's Community Legal Clinic. In my work as a family law advocate, I've supported a number of people in pursuing protection orders in BC. For those of you who may not be familiar with who family law advocates are and what they do, very generally speaking, family law advocates are specialized support workers with training and knowledge in family law, and they assist people with navigating the family law system. This can include helping clients with drafting court documents, attending court appearances with clients, and just generally providing emotional and legal support as people go along their family law journey. I do want to quickly acknowledge that the availability and accessibility of family law advocates varies greatly across the province. And so clients may access this type of support that I've just described through other channels and other support workers who may not necessarily be family law advocates or anti-violence advocates. Nonetheless, it's completely okay for clients to access supports wherever it's available. And I just generally encourage clients and lawyers to use what's available in your local community in terms of supports. In the recommendations of this report, as Vandana and Haley have touched on, it's emphasized that a specialized approach to protection orders that includes the involvement of advocates or support workers would allow for a more wraparound approach when working with clients seeking these orders. This involvement would provide a number of supports to clients that I'll touch on, but particularly for this issue of protection orders, this would allow for the advocate or support worker to assist the client with safety planning beyond just the protection order itself. Given what we know and given what's in this report about protection orders, how they're granted and how they're enforced, having an advocate or a support worker involved with the client from the start of when the client is seeking protection up until the fact that they've achieved actual safety, so maybe not just achieved a protection order, but legitimate safety, provides the client with a consistent, safe, and reliable point of contact, as we know that lawyers are not always able to provide assistance beyond the very narrow legal scope of what they've been retained to do or what they've agreed to do. So it just provides that kind of ongoing peripheral support as clients are going through what is a really difficult and scary point of time. So the ability for an advocate or support worker who understands the facts of the matter, the history of the file, maybe how things played out in court, to then sit down with clients in the event that they're either maybe not successful in getting their protection order, or maybe they have concerns with the protection order being followed or the protection order being enforced. It adds another layer of protection and security and safety for clients, and hopefully it can prevent violence from escalating, because we know that protection orders on their own are not always successful in doing that. So being able to do that more in-depth, more specific and individualized safety planning with clients is really important. Other benefits beyond just safety planning for this kind of specialized approach would include the emotional support and support with engaging in the actual legal process for clients. We know that people going through traumatic events often do not give information in a way that is tidy or precise or chronological, but the law is all of those things. And this makes it really hard for people who are processing trauma to give the information that's necessary to their lawyers in a way that is comfortable for them, but also helpful for the lawyer. So having an advocate or a support worker who has the time, I know lawyers are very busy, and when you're billing on every 6 minutes, you don't always have the time to build meaningful, in-depth relationships with clients. Advocates do usually have that time. So to have the time and the skill set to build a relationship with the client and assist them with sharing their story with the lawyer can be more pleasant and efficient for both clients and lawyers alike. So in a lot of ways, I think having an advocate or a support worker or another person in the mix when helping clients navigate the system kind of takes the pressure off of the lawyer to have to do more than you're able to do, more than you have the capacity or knowledge or experience in doing. And it provides the client with another person to kind of tie them to the legal system and another point of contact that they can reach out to if something goes wrong. One of my favorite things I have ever had a client tell me after working with her for months and months and months is that it was so helpful for her to be connected to a real human while going through her legal journey. Now, this is absolutely not to say that judges and lawyers are not human. I very much trust that you are. But for clients, the legal system is often a blur of legal jargon and dehumanizing experiences. So wherever we can bring that connection and humanity into a very scary system, especially in regards to things like protection orders, makes all the difference, and I think is all the better in, making sure that the court processes go the way they're supposed to, and that clients are supported in the way that's actually going to be meaningful. And I believe that's all for us, and we might have some time for questions.